They let you through with your face. That's how the check-in works. No more tickets, no more passports, no more anything. And they take you from one side of the airport to the other in a supposed luxury electric car. The visual stimulation everywhere is incredible. All of this that we have on the table, we have to pack it, fit it in this backpack. We're heading to Vietnam because she requested it and chose it during a live stream, so here we go. The route is as follows. Buenos Aires, Guayaquil, where we have a 5-hour layover. Then Guayaquil to New York, where we'll have a 14-hour layover. Until we arrive in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, it's about 58 hours of travel. Obviously, I booked the cheapest low-cost flight available. And why do I have to fit all of this into just a little backpack like this? Because the first part of the trip is with Avianca, and they charge you $55 just to bring a simple carry-on, a piece of hand luggage. And the only thing that's included is a small bag that has to fit under the seat, and it has to be 45 centimeters long. You guys are going to say, Topo, are you cheap? Well, yes, but also, with $55 in Vietnam, I can do a lot. You know, I can buy everything, and I'm not going to pay $55 to bring old clothes. So let's try and see what fits. It's like there are priorities. First, yes, the clothes, computer, filming equipment, and then we'll consider more. The yerba and the mate, for example? If not, we'll go as many days as needed without mate and see if we can handle it. How long will I be there? I don't know, I don't have a return ticket. Guys, I just know I need to be in Quipoleti on March 14th to perform at the theater. Cañosos, if you want tickets, the link is in the video description. Also, on March 21st, I'll be in Rosario. The link is also in the description. And on May 16th in Cordoba, the link is also in the video description. All right. Here we have the luggage packed. I'm not sure if it'll fit under the seat, but well, if not, we'll just put on all the clothes and the mate. We ended up leaving the yerba outside, everything. So, well, that's it. We won't be able to have mate on top of that. When I go to check in, it tells me if you want to add an extra suitcase or a carry-on, it's $105. The price went up. All right, guys, change of plans. I've got the viral backpack here, the one you can vacuum the air out of. The thing is, this backpack is pretty worn out, and if I had to leave it, it's no problem. The viral one, I don't want to leave it. It's the one that sucks out air and compresses everything. Let's see if it helps me. This needs to be tightly closed, so let's do it. Let's go. Thank you. 20 minutes later, that's it. We're heading to the airport and we'll see what happens here. We're on our way to Sisa Airport. Facundo from Travel Group is taking us. If you need to travel, you call Facundo or any of the other people from Travel Group and they'll take you to the airport. Here we are right on Richery, seeing what's up, whether the luggage goes through or not. I'm nervous. Guys, well, we've already passed the security checks, everything. And now comes the key moment, which is whether they'll let us board the plane with this backpack and not charge us extra. I checked in a few places to see how big it was, and it just barely fits, and I weighed it. There's a spot in the airport before you go through security and everything where you can freely weigh your luggage. Next to it is a spot to rearrange your things so you're not in the way elsewhere in the airport. That's nice. Here, it weighed 9 kilos, though the website doesn't mention it. What's the limit for a carry-on bag? Because this isn't it. This is the one that goes under the seat. The maximum is 10, but for the other one, it doesn't say anything. It could be 6 kilos, I don't know. For now, at 6:15, we'll be leaving from gate number 5 at Ezeiza International Airport to Guayaquil, Ecuador. All right, we're already waiting to board the plane. When I was waiting to board, they call me over the loudspeaker to come to the counter and ask me, which is your luggage, Leo, this backpack? And they tell me, you have to put it in the little thing. So obviously I went and it didn't fit, so I had to adjust it a bit. I went to the side, took some things out of the backpack, it got smaller, I put it in the little thing and it passed. He said, all right, that's it. And they approved me, so I had no problems. Here's a great tip about luggage. They don't weigh it either. The same thing will happen in Guayaquil, so we'll have to be careful there. Seat 26 a window. As you can see, the middle one isn't taken. There's a little tip for that. I talk about it in the theater. All right. 6 hours later, we've arrived in Guayaquil. They even charge you for the air you breathe, and the seats don't even recline. What happened to Bianca? You used to be cool, now you're just a plain low-cost airline. It's 10:18 and we're already walking through Guayaquil Airport. 10:18 local time would be 12:18 Buenos Aires. This is the Jose Olmedo Airport in Guayaquil. It's small. From that end over there to back here, it's about 200 meters long. It's like the Metropolitan Aeroparque in Buenos Aires, let's say, or maybe even a bit smaller. Now, it's small but very beautiful. From what I read, it was inaugurated in 2006, so let's say it's relatively new, it's comfortable, and it has those old flat airport models decorating its environment.
And here we have the very important person, which is the moment for us to sneak in. Well.
Once again, the mole beating the system. Here we are settled in the very important person. The food is pretty scarce, not just for me as a vegetarian, but for everyone in general. The only thing I can eat are these fruits. And this thing called muchin, which is made from yucca, they told me, and I grabbed a guava juice. Remember that I'm not drinking Coca-Cola anymore. I keep walking up to the vending machine and thinking how tempting it is to get myself a Coke. But we're not going to keep this up for long. And the space is nice, the decoration is good, and it has some work tables here that look nice. There's a quiet rest room with lounge chairs where I can lie down and sleep. I need to set an alarm and not oversleep, or I'll miss my flight. The food isn't great, but the comfort for waiting here for about 5 hours is wonderful. This place even feels like a co-working space. I have to walk 10 kilometers a day, and I'm going to do that here inside. Airports should have a gym. It's a good time to exercise, and he's already started. There's a shower, so we'll use it soon anyway. All this is sneaking in. I complain about the food and everything just to complain. If I had paid, I'd complain more. All right, here I am, showered and changed after having been in the renovated, very important person area. 5 hours have passed since my last shot, and now we're about to go to New York, where it says it's 3 degrees below zero. Hello, how are you? Hello, good morning, welcome, Bianca.
Thank you, and with Miguel?
We're already on the aircraft. The same crap as the previous one. The seats don't recline, all the same. But in this case, they didn't check the size of my backpack here. Just go ahead, so here we are. And once again, as always, the middle seat is empty. This is thanks to rubles.
We have arrived at John F. Kennedy International Airport.
I can say that on this trip, Bianca really stepped up, because they gave us sandwiches, and there were even vegetarian options, and they also offered us water, coffee, or tea. Look how little it takes to make me happy on a low-cost flight. It seems like it's really windy outside. I'm already dressed for winter to go out and explore New York at dawn. You might ask me, Topo, why aren't you wearing the Gap sweatshirt? Because it's really worn out. It's falling apart. Look at this little jacket. I'm wearing it today, and when I get back to the airport and we head to Vietnam, I'll throw it away because it's going to be hot there and I won't need it. I brought it only for this overnight layover, where it's about 2 or 3 degrees below zero outside. And this jacket, look at it, the sleeves are all worn out, chewed on by Canella, my dog, when she was a puppy. She's 15 years old now, so just imagine how old this little jacket is. I'm going to walk around the streets of New York, but you won't see that in today's video. You'll see it in the next one. We're going to make a special one about New York at dawn. For now, we're continuing with this one until we get to Vietnam, but there will be a special about New York at dawn. The next day, I just finished my night tour of New York. You'll see it in the next video. Now we're about to take the plane to Hong Kong. It's the longest of all the trips, 16 hours. We're going to take the flight, and we'll do it with Cathay Pacific, a Hong Kong-based airline. It's my first time flying with them. We just went through facial recognition. I didn't have to show my boarding pass, just my face and with my glasses on. Impressive. If you come to the theater, I'll tell you what I was doing in China with facial recognition. And how did I make a fortune? With that, 13,000 kilometers traveled. We're about to take one of the longest flights in the world. Are you going to call me a know-it-all? The longest one is from Buenos Aires to Shanghai. Yes, it's 29 hours with a technical stop in Oakland. Here, it's 16 and a half hours non-stop, no internet. I spent a week in Anoban without internet. At least here, we'll be more comfortable, I think. All right, what a great aircraft. What's up? That's how I feel here with the guys in business class, but honestly, I still don't really get the vibe. Why do they get to board first and then seem to enjoy watching everyone else walk by? Do they serve a drink to all of us poor folks in economy before takeoff? Still, it must cost a fortune. This one, my ticket cost me $850. You might ask, dude, where did you get it so cheap? Was it on Turismo City? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the whole thing, okay? From Buenos Aires to Vietnam, $850. Ni hao, teacher. What's that? Dude, teacher, A, B, C, D, E, A.
Which one is that? Among many thanks. Ah, you spoke very well. Ah, thank you. You're from Hong Kong. I'm from Taiwan. Ah, Taiwanese. Okay, here we are.
Just a two-person seat window to see the night landing in Hong Kong, and we have little things they give us, a little pillow, a little blanket.
It used to be common for that to happen on an airline. Now you have to celebrate it. We have screen A172A.
The languages are English, Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese, Korean, French, and German.
Let's see what's available to watch. There should be YouTube videos here to watch, right? Like Un Topo por el Mundo, but not the little map I like to see.
Where are we going? Look here. Let's see everything it covers. We're going to travel half the planet. We're here at John F. Kennedy. Oh, wait, let me straighten the world.
If we leave here, the United States, we cross the North Pole, go through Russia, and arrive in Hong Kong. And look at this. We're right there, close to Greenland, a disputed territory. Anyway, this is for those of us who believe the Earth is round. Flat earthers will doubt it. So, are we going to be doing a transpolar flight? Wow, music.
All right, the food has arrived. We can see here salad, fruit for dessert, bread, and some vegetables with some corn, potato omelet, and rice. This is the vegetarian menu from Cathay Pacific.
At least for now. And look at this. Metal cutlery, including a knife. 100% stealable, although this later goes through the metal detector. When you arrive, they take everything away, not letting you bring knives, but then give you a knife on the plane. It makes no sense, though the cutlery, at least for Argentina, is nice. Let's see how it is.
It wasn't Spanish omelet, it was grilled tofu, delicious. And something to say, not only do we have a USB connector, but there's also a 220V outlet below, so we're going to get some work done somewhere. I already took a well-deserved nap. I slept for about 3 or 4 hours, 5.
Something like that.
It's been about 5 hours since the last time we ate and new food has arrived again. In this case, the main dish, pine rigati. Let's see how it is. Man, this is the best airplane food I've ever had in my life. No, it's delicious. And we're adding his utensils for the fire from Topo's House Cutlery, subtitled. Looking at 6 p.m. local time, we've arrived in Hong Kong after about 16 hours without any travel coins. Since I'm tired and surprised in a good way by the quality of the airline, which is Cathay Pacific, it's more than approved. Excellent food, the staff service was amazing, and the screen had everything. The seat was comfortable, and just the fact that it reclined a bit was more than enough. I've flown on airlines where the seat doesn't recline at all. This is paradise, and here we were once again on the Asian continent. Returning to China a year and a half after the last time I was there, and to Hong Kong 6 years later. I was there right when the pandemic started in 2020.
Dude, 6 years since the pandemic, that's impressive, but we're not going to stay in Hong Kong.
Here we have a layover of about 3 hours, and then we take our last flight. To Ho Chi Minh, this airport is huge. Just imagine, more than 70 million people go through this terminal every year. And it's an artificial island built in the ocean, an air island like the one they wanted to build at the Metropolitan Aero Park. Look, it says gate 60 to 530. What, 530 gates? Oh no, there must be something weird there.
I don't think there are that many. It's a whole world. This terminal, I had forgotten it was so big. What's there? Free video games. That's awesome in this airport. I needed a long layover, not in Guayaquil.
Look at how amazing this is here. I could easily get my daily walking miles in, just going from one end to the other. Man, it looks like a huge luxury mall.
More than an airport, it far surpasses the one in Istanbul, and they take you from one side of the airport to the other in a supposed luxury electric car. An airport too, thanks. We just sent to the very important person here in Hong Kong. I think I'm coming out triumphant in very important person-s in my life. Look at this, it's a world of people. Ah, we have good quality liquor. There's a red label over there. All right, we're already settled in here, and this is how we start. Pumpkin and mushroom soup, and here, already a mix of food. And that's how we're going to keep going. Goodbye, the diet, the one that never started. Meanwhile, I'm taking advantage of the trip to learn some words in Vietnamese, so I'm not caught off guard. Hello is xin chào. It's kind of the other way around. Xin chào means hello, and ciao is also. If it is, you say bang. Or you can also say da, like in Russian, it's not with or something like that. Please is lamon, and thank you is come on. Well, zainai xiaopao niu, that's how you say how much does it cost. Zainai xiaopao niu. I think if I say it like that, they won't realize I'm a tourist. I came to the smoking terrace. Not because I'm going to pick up this habit, but to feel the Hong Kong weather, the fresh air, and to see the runway a bit from here, which is beautiful. It's the best place in the airport. Too bad you have to put up with all the smoke from the smokers. I came to breathe fresh air, and I'm getting a ton of nicotine. Oh, but look at this! The bathrooms at the Hong Kong airport are designed to look like an airplane window. It's like taking care of business with a sky view, similar to Argentine trains where you handle your needs while seeing the countryside. They're trying to replicate that here. We're about to leave for Ho Chi Minh. The flight was supposed to depart at 10:35 post-meridium, but now we're leaving at 11:35 post-meridium an hour later. It was delayed, but well, an hour more or less, it's all the same. What's one more boat to the Tigre? Man, I'm really surprised. They let you through just with your face. That's the check-in. No more tickets, no more passport, nothing else, just this. It's like someone who was amazed the first time they used the internet in their life, I think. But anyway, this will go down in history as the time when someone in 2026 was stunned by boarding a flight with facial recognition. As I said, I'm an unsung hero of that technology. Come see me at the theater. I'll tell you all about it. Now, I wonder, man, when did they take a picture of me? When did they take a photo of me for that recognition? I don't remember anyone taking a picture of me. I mean, my image is already in the metadata. One more flight, the fourth of this journey, and the last one, 2 hours of travel, is all that's left before finally reaching our destination. Hey, Cathay Pacific has awesome planes. It might sound like I'm sponsored by the company, but I was really surprised. They're great. More food, guys, more carbs to keep adding to the diet. I'm going to explode with all this food during the trip and barely any exercise. So good, but not as good as the ones from the previous flight. But they're still tasty, and I take the chance to eat while playing 2048. Let's see if we can beat it on this trip. It's an addiction, just like GeoGazer. Thanks.
Until the seatbelt sign is turned off.
After 58 hours of travel, I welcome you to Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. We got off the plane by stairs, we didn't get a jet bridge, so now we're on the bus. Here, I guess. We'll be welcomed to Vietnam with the sickle and hammer. The first thing I see in Vietnam is communism, huh? A lot of people say, hey, communists go to Cuba, communists go to Venezuela, but my followers said communists go to Vietnam. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, making your wish come true. As soon as we got off the plane, right in the area where you have to go through immigration, it's full of plants and flowers, everything is decorated like that. And now, I'm officially inside Vietnam, the 44th country I've visited in the world. We had a long line at immigration, but honestly, they don't ask you anything. I showed my digital visa, which I got a few days before my passport, got a stamp, and I was in. And now we're going to have to go to the hotel, which is in District 1. I checked for buses, and even though there are public buses that take you to District 1, which is where I'm going to stay, at this hour, which is exactly 2 in the morning, there's nothing available anymore. I have to wait for the next one that leaves around 4, so we're going to take a taxi. Either way, for both options. I have to exchange some money, so let's try to exchange $20 here because the airport is always complicated. The currency they have here is the tong. Supposedly, according to what I saw on the internet, about 26,000 tong is $1. Let's see what the exchange rate is here. Okay, I want to change $20 here. We have the tong. Freshly exchanged Vietnamese bills with the face of Ho Chi Minh printed on the front, the revolutionary leader of Vietnam, after whom this city is named. The street is the airport's reception desk. That's how Vietnam welcomes you. Everyone waits outside. Everything is very open air. Lots of flowers around. People welcoming passengers, even with flowers. This country is very flowery, and look at those girls so beautifully dressed. And let's see how we get to the hotel now. Is there a taxi around here? There, we're negotiating for the taxi. How much? Only one? No, it's expensive. Oh, you have to negotiate the taxi fare. How annoying is that? Do they use the meter? There's something like Uber here I want to try. Let's see if I can order one. It's about 280,000 Vietnam dong. Could it be cheaper? I cannot be cheaper. The taxi driver is going to follow me here, huh? A new Vietnamese Topo fan, the first from Vietnam. You're the first follower from Vietnam, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I will ride it. Wow, oh. Wow, it's, very high. How do you say follow me in Vietnamese? Danky kentoi, danky kentoi, danky kentoi, danky kentoi. No, that's fine, follow me, I won't let you down. Come on, yeah, that's right. Well, it's kind of like that. The guy writes it down on a form. Where am I going? On a receipt, and he gives it to the driver. One he keeps for himself, and the other one they give to me. The ticket costs 280,000 tons. That's a little over $10. Hey, that's a cool ride. Guayaquil, huh? Are we living through the fall of Saigon? No, they're celebrating that the Vietnam national soccer team won a match. Look, since the street is pedestrian only, the driver walks me to the hotel door. He left it parked there and came here. I had it wrong. The hotel address is somewhere else, so that's where we're going. It's somewhere else. Here, just a few minutes walking down this main street Phi. It's an amazing street. Very sporty, very touristy. Most of the people I see are foreigners. It's like the Palermo of Ho Chi Minh. It's crazy. The visual stimulation everywhere is incredible. I wonder if this is the socialism that Ho Chi Minh dreamed of, man. Are they grabbing a kidnapped guy, a FIBA? I think there will be some amazing videos from Vietnam. Here's the hotel. We're going to rest and see what's up.
If your room responds to every customer during your stay, and if you have made our towel or bed too dirty or too stained, and we cannot wash and restore them to their original clean condition for reuse, you could be transferred.
All right, come check out the room with me. We have a little table, a desk, the bed, which looks luxurious, but it's not a Rembrandt painting. Let's say I asked for a room with a window. Here's the window for you. On the other hand, the reception has a restaurant with those fish tanks where they take the fish out right in front of you and kill it on the spot. Incredible. The first culture shock. And come with me to see the bathroom. The walls are really thin. If you come as a couple, you'll hear every sound. Well, the bathroom is fully equipped. I like that the bidet system is like this. Let's see, the shower is here. There's no separate compartment, so are you going to leave everything soaked? Anyway, I usually leave everything soaked even when there's a closed shower. It's the same, it's fine, $30. Let's see, I thought Vietnam was going to be super cheap, and for $30 it's a cheap hotel, but I imagined it would have a little more. Let's see, let's compare it. I was in Paraguay recently, and I paid $50 for a 5-star hotel, but it's just a matter of looking. I just got here, I'm a newbie. We'll see how things go later on. The moment I've been waiting for the most. Finally lying down to sleep in a bed after more than 58 hours of traveling. That's how this adventure ended.
Videos from Vietnam are coming. Stay tuned to watch them. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for joining me and see you next time.